There is a store where money alone cannot buy what you want. You walk in, credit card ready, willing to spend $10,000 or more, and they will still tell you no. Not because the item is out of stock, not because you did something wrong, but because you simply have not earned the right to purchase it yet. This is the world of Hermès, and it is one of the most brilliantly engineered luxury systems ever created. While other brands compete for your attention with flashy advertisements and seasonal sales, Hermès does the opposite. It makes you wait. It makes you spend. It makes you prove yourself. And somehow that makes people want their products even more desperately than before. To understand why Hermès operates this way, you have to go back to where it all started. The House of Hermès was founded in 1837 in Paris by Thierry Hermès as a harness workshop, crafting fine leather goods for European nobility. For generations, the brand built its reputation on exceptional craftsmanship, serving royalty and the elite with handmade equestrian equipment. Over time, the product line expanded into luggage, accessories, and eventually the iconic handbags that the world now obsesses over. But the philosophy never changed. Every item was made by hand, with extraordinary attention to detail, and in deliberately limited quantities. That founding principle of scarcity and craftsmanship became the invisible architecture upon which the entire modern Hermès empire was built. It was never about producing as much as possible. It was always about producing as perfectly as possible and letting that perfection speak louder than any marketing campaign ever could. No conversation about Hermès is complete without talking about the Birkin and the Kelly, two bags that have transcended fashion and become cultural symbols of wealth, status, and exclusivity. The Kelly bag, named after Grace Kelly, Princess of Monaco, gained worldwide attention in 1956 when she used it to shield her pregnancy from photographers. The Birkin came later, born from a chance encounter on an airplane in 1983 between actress Jane Birkin and Hermès chief executive Jean-Louis Dumas. Jane complained that she could not find a practical yet stylish leather bag, and Dumas sketched a design right there on the flight. That sketch became one of the most coveted objects in the world. Today, a standard Birkin starts at around $10,000, while rare versions made from exotic skins can sell for hundreds of thousands. At auction, certain Birkins have outperformed gold and the stock market as investment assets, making them not just fashion items, but genuine financial instruments wrapped in leather and stitched with silk thread. Here is where the psychology gets truly fascinating. Hermès does not simply sell you a Birkin or Kelly when you walk into a store and ask for one. The brand operates what is widely known as a quota system, though Hermès itself never officially confirms the exact mechanics. Sales associates, known internally as client advisors, track your purchase history across all Hermès product categories: scarves, belts, shoes, home goods, jewelry, and ready-to-wear items all factor into an invisible profile being built around you as a customer. The more you spend across different categories, the more you demonstrate loyalty to the brand, and the more likely you are to eventually receive what is called an allocation, which is an invitation to purchase a coveted bag. This means that to buy a $10,000 bag, you often need to have already spent thousands of dollars on other Hermès products first. The system rewards devotion and punishes impatience, creating a customer base that is deeply financially committed to the brand before they ever receive the item they truly desire. What Hermès has mastered is something that goes far beyond retail strategy. It is the psychology of desire itself. Human beings are wired to want what they cannot easily have. When something is freely available, its perceived value drops. When something is restricted, its perceived value skyrockets. Hermès understood this long before behavioral economists gave it a name. By making the Birkin nearly impossible to obtain through normal channels, the brand transformed a leather handbag into a trophy. Owning one signals not just wealth, but patience, persistence, and insider status. It tells the world that you are not just rich, you are the kind of person that Hermès chose. That distinction is enormously powerful in social signaling, and it is why celebrities, executives, and collectors around the world dedicate enormous energy to cultivating relationships with Hermès stores. The bag becomes a symbol of a journey, not just a purchase. And that narrative adds a layer of emotional value that no amount of advertising could manufacture. The artificial scarcity that Hermès creates has produced an extraordinary secondary market. Resellers and consignment platforms regularly list Birkins and Kellys at prices 2, 3, or even 4 times their original retail value. A bag purchased at retail for $12,000 might sell on the resale market for $30,000 or more, depending on the color, leather type, hardware, and condition. Rare combinations, such as a Himalayan Birkin made from Nile crocodile skin with white gold and diamond hardware, have sold at auction for over $400,000. This resale premium reinforces the perception that buying a Hermès bag is not spending money but investing it. Consumers rationalize the initial purchase by telling themselves the bag will hold or increase its value, which makes the financial commitment feel less like a luxury splurge and more like a smart financial decision. This psychological reframing is one of the most powerful tools in the Hermès ecosystem, and it keeps demand perpetually outpacing supply. What makes Hermès truly unique is how dramatically it differs from every other luxury brand in the world. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Chanel, and Dior all spend enormous sums on advertising, celebrity endorsements, and brand collaborations to stay relevant and drive sales volume. Hermès spends comparatively little on traditional advertising. It does not chase trends. It does not release limited edition collaborations with streetwear brands to attract younger consumers. It does not put its logo on everything. Instead, it lets the product and the mythology do the work. While other luxury brands have expanded aggressively into accessible price points with entry-level products to grow their customer base, Hermès has resisted that temptation almost entirely. The brand understands that accessibility is the enemy of exclusivity, and it guards that exclusivity with a discipline that borders on arrogance. That discipline is precisely why the brand's value has only grown stronger over decades, while others have diluted their prestige through overexposure. The story of Hermès is ultimately a masterclass in perceived value and human psychology. The brand has proven that the experience surrounding a product can be worth more than the product itself. The waiting, the relationship building, the eventual allocation, the unwrapping of the orange box tied with a brown ribbon. All of it is theater. And it is theater that people pay enormous sums to participate in. Hermès has also demonstrated that saying no to customers is sometimes the most powerful sales strategy imaginable. Every rejection reinforces desire. Every obstacle cleared makes the destination feel more meaningful. In a world where everything is available instantly, Hermès sells something increasingly rare, the feeling of having truly earned something. Whether you find this system admirable or manipulative likely depends on where you stand financially. But there is no denying its effectiveness. Hermès is not just selling bags. It is selling belonging, identity, and the intoxicating feeling of being chosen by one of the most exclusive clubs on earth. If you've been enjoying the content and want to stay up to date with everything we have coming your way, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button right now. We're constantly bringing you fresh, exciting, and informative videos that you simply don't want to miss. And while you're at it, smash that like button and ring the notification bell so you're always the first to know when we drop something new. Share this video with your friends and family who you think would love this content just as much as you do. Your support means the absolute world to us, and it's what keeps this channel growing and thriving. We have so much more incredible content lined up just for you, so make sure you're part of our amazing community. See you in the next one.